Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, day, evening, wherever you are. You're here with Ingrid McKnight and Patrick Louie from the Healing Institute. We are here in place of Permelia Parham today. She is off visiting her son and doing some exciting things in Alberta today. So we said we would do the show for her. Geez, I don't know. Patrick, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Patrick Lee, the co-founder of Living Well Solutions, working with companies to transform their healthcare strategies. And also I'm an advisory board member of the Healing Institute because I strongly believe in the work that Permelia and her practitioners are doing to heal the world, as the name of the show implies. And looking forward to supporting her in her journey and being of service to whoever has any questions or concerns.
Awesome. Yeah. I do virtual assistant support for Permelia. I help on kind of the back end with administrative different things. I don't know, getting things sorted and just keep things rolling along so she can focus on finding practitioners and getting the word out about healing the world from the Healing Institute. This month we're talking about, I guess, welcome to April, right? We haven't been in April yet on the Heal the World show. And the theme for our month this month is World Health. It's World Health Day, I believe the 7th?
World Health Month, actually, yeah, the whole month dedicated to World Health.
That's right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's lots of things going on this month, actually. Marie, one of our practitioners, pointed out that it's World Breathing Day is coming up, I want to say the 12th. Could be wrong there. Sorry, didn't check my dates. I should have been ready for this. But yeah, and there's a few other things too happening this month. But I think we were kind of just going to start off here with what does World Health mean? What does it mean to? I mean, it's a little bit different to everybody, but what does it mean to you, Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, health is, often such a loaded topic. I mean, it means so many different things to different people, as you mentioned. I mean, it could be not just your physical health, but your emotional and mental health, your financial health, right? If you can't afford the things you want to do, I mean, that's definitely an impact. And there's definitely correlations between your mental health and actually your physical health. Sometimes the issues that you have with stress and depression and anxiety can manifest themselves into actual like illnesses and diseases that affect your organs and causes diseases to manifest. But for me personally, my wife and I, we love to travel, and we love to adventure when we travel. So often that means backpacking, and we want to be able to kind of do that. Kind of travel on the fly, think on our feet, learn new languages, and do that well into our 70s and 80s if we can. So to us, health means being able to do that.
Absolutely. That's awesome, Patrick.
Yeah. How about you, Ingrid? I'm kind of curious what it means to you.
I think, so to me, world health is kind of that it's all connected, I think, is what world health really means to me. It's I feel like it's kind of a check-in of where everything is. So I believe in energy, and I believe in life force, and I believe that there is a connection of it all, and I believe that the earth is part of it, that the animals, the humans, the all of it, the better health is all across the board, the better we can come out of it as well, or the more health there is. I don't know if this is making sense. It just improves the health for everything. It's all connected. If there's devastation, there's upsets, and there always will be. I mean, that's part of life and nature and everything anyways. But I feel like the destruction is something that we do to ourselves. It's something we do to our planet. It's something we do to our animals. It's detrimental. I feel like it's kind of the opposite, right? If we could switch that around and boost our world health, it's going to just improve everything. It would just be, I feel like it's the big picture. The world health is kind of all of it.
Yeah, completely agree, 100% that everything is connected. I mean, I've been reading studies now showing that the um, what we've been doing in terms of extracting resources and the impact on the environment, and as we sort of cut down the natural forest um, and and just for resources, that's starting to cause um, I guess it kind of increases the chances of disease, actually, of infectious disease, because now we're causing um, I mean, essentially we're kind of creating havoc for
Right.
ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I
we
would.
don't realize we think we're actually, I mean, I believe we're meant to be stewards of this planet, and if we're not taking care of it, eventually it will not take care of us either.
I agree. Yep. And I feel that we notice and we feel the effects of the unwell that we cause in the world. We just don't necessarily make the changes. We feel it in
Hmm.
ourselves, but that doesn't necessarily mean we continue with the exercise routine. It's I think world health is it's it's an everyday thing. I think it's an everybody thing as
Hmm.
well. It can be hard to be our healthiest. It's
Yeah,
it takes effort, and it's important, but that doesn't always mean that we do what's important.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think often, I mean, because we as a society have a certain way of patterns of thinking. I mean, ways of thinking that have been molded over generations and centuries, millennia. I think we often feel that we're powerless to change things. We're and in a way we've been sort of indoctrinated in this system where diseases just happen. We believe it's our genes, it's the environment, it's bad luck. When in fact there's actually a lot of things that we can do, and we're just not educated in that.
Right. Good point, Patrick. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel that it's part of the mission of the Healing Institute is, it's the name Institute to educate, and as we can educate more people, we can empower them to take control of their own health, instead of being told what to do. They can, I envision a world where, in terms of the healthcare that we receive, it's not so much that the doctor knows best and he or she tells you what's best for you, but I see a system where we're sort of equals. We're kind of like on a journey together.
hmm
Yeah,
Where they can work together.
yeah, we're working together. I mean, each bringing their own kind of knowledge and experience, and just a curiosity. Actually, I find, I
Yeah.
think people need to be more curious, instead of just like relying on external factors for the answers.
I think you're totally right. Pardon me. Very good point, Patrick. Curiosity is awesome, isn't it? I think that's how some of our best discoveries have been made. And
Hmm.
too often, just a quick little answer is given over. And is that necessarily an answer, or is that just a band aid? And maybe if
Yeah.
we just spend a little more time keeping curious to dig in a little deeper, or pass the person on to somebody else who might be, maybe in a different field, but could explore a bit further. And yeah, um, I think you're exactly right that that's where Parmelia is headed with the Healing Institute, and it's fabulous. It's
Hmm.
just a great opportunity to have everyone in one house where you can refer to each other, try different things out, check out the options that we have. It's cool.
Yeah, because what I mean, what works for one person may not work for another, and that's where having that education and choice is so powerful.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
because
we
we,
are
we all
not all
have
this.
we are not all the same. We are connected, but we are not all the same. Yeah, we all
Totally.
have our individual health and wellness journeys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I love that. Uh, I love that the Healing Institute has the opportunity to speak with the practitioners as well. Like you can meet with the people that are there to help you, to make sure that that is the person who is going to be able to help you. You know, ask some questions, get a feel for who you're talking with. I think that's awesome. I know
Mhm.
when I go to when I went to find our family doctor, it was, oh, he's available, he's taking clients, you can go to
Mhm.
him, and that's it. There is not a lot of shopping around. It's
No,
You're lucky to have a family doctor in a lot of
these
places,
days, yeah.
so, so I just love that, that option, or that opportunity, I guess. You can get to know who is there, what's available to you, and then explore. Be curious a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I want to ask what's your experience been with like actually dealing with your family doctor or other doctors? I mean, has it been in
We've
general a positive
looked out.
experience or yeah?
It's been a bit of both, actually, I guess.
Okay,
But we haven't really lucked out with our family doctor, actually. He's very thorough and he is very curious, which is nice. He's
that's good. Yeah.
wondering, well, what could be causing this and what can we try to solve it? And asks lots of questions and does lots of testing. And yeah, so that's really great. I've also found that it is a lot of prescription options, is usually the
Hmm.
first idea. He isn't necessarily always. He's had other ideas too, which is great, and I've really appreciated that also. That there could be, we had some headache issues when my daughter was a teenager, and so rather than straight to, if she needs to take Advil or Tylenol, it was more so, well, how about her eating habits? How's her
Mm,
water intake? Let's explore some other things. Maybe it's like hormonal stuff. Yeah, so that was really good. But
that is good. Yeah.
we haven't always had that experience, though. We've had walk-in experiences as well, and it can be quite different, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I mean, I've had sort of a mixed bag experience with doctors. I sort of remember this time. It was a number of years ago. We had some bad forest fires here in BC, in the interior, and it was so bad that the winds carried it over to Vancouver, where I live, and it 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 got so bad that I guess I breathed in a little too much of that smoke, and I developed a chronic cough. It was day and night. It wouldn't stop. So I went to see a doctor in the clinic, and he asked me a few questions, including if I ever had asthma, and I said no. And he said, "Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm going to prescribe you this inhaler. You can try it out for a bit and see how it goes." So a couple of weeks goes by and nothing changes. And he said, I went back to him and he said, are you sure you've never had asthma? And I said, I'm pretty sure. He says, well, I don't really know what's causing this. So I'm going to prescribe you a stronger inhaler. And at that point, I mean, I don't know what this is doing to my lungs or to my body long term. And I don't have asthma. So, I mean, I refused the prescription. And but my wife, she ended up doing some amazing research for me, and she said, "Why don't we try getting a diffuser and some essential oils?" So we did that. Now we tried a few different essential oils, settled on this sort of in Chinese we call it white flower oil. We put it into a diffuser, and after a few weeks, my cough cleared right up.
It's gone. Wow.
Yeah, just gone. Yeah.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
it was that moment I thought, wow, there's something to this natural and holistic stuff.
Absolutely. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a great story, Patrick. Right on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I find sometimes that's the issue with the system is that it's very reactive. our public healthcare
Yeah.
system is very reactive, and I mean, doctors do their best, but they're overwhelmed. Um,
Mhm.
as you, I mean, there's a national shortage of doctors and nurses in Canada
Mhm.
today, um, and I find that not only are they overwhelmed, but the way they're trained is very much in disease management and symptom management. Instead of looking for prevention, instead of looking for to support the root causes. But I mean,
Mhm.
I'm glad that with your doctor that at least he's been willing to explore some of those root causes, and
Mhm.
instead of just like immediately reaching for the prescription pad.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I agree. It isn't often the first choice, is it? Is to, well, let's dig a little deeper. What's been going on here? It quite often ask the right questions, and you can get to the source of what's going on without even, and how to solve it without needing to bring in anything extra, or
Hmm.
simple extras like your essential oils. That's awesome. I mean, some of these medicine practices have been around for years, centuries. It's
Hmm.
thousands of years, maybe some of them. There's some ancient medicine practices that
Hmm.
just kind of got pushed aside, and I guess maybe a lot of things have gotten pushed aside, haven't they? As
Hmm.
has evolved, evolved, but yeah, it's just interesting that our beliefs at the time, based on probably what peers and what we think are um, um, upper upper levels are believing that's what we should believe, so we can't do that anymore. No, that's not good. It's just
Hmm.
crazy, isn't it? The power of belief and how that can affect wellness. It's, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I believe there are sort of hidden agendas or not so hidden agendas at play here, and I think as long as we are in a system where you know businesses and corporations put profits over people, I think that there's going to be sort of that kind of steering away of things that might work better because it doesn't make money for them.
Right.
Right? I think
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, and we've had sort of these ancient modalities and treatments and healing methods for since ancient times for thousands of years, but we dismiss them today as quackery or bad science or you know just woo woo, right? Things like that, just because it doesn't fit their agenda, right? Because
Yeah.
I just kind of I recall reading this article um, sharing that in ancient times in villages in China, they would pay the doctor when the residents were healthy. They didn't pay him when they were sick, so they paid him to keep them healthy.
I love
And
that.
yeah, and if we could have this model to today, I mean that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Instead of having yeah, and instead of managing a sick care model, imagine a true healthcare model.
Absolutely. That's really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep everybody healthy. I love that. That's neat. So you mentioned you love to travel. Um,
Hmm.
what kind of have I guess you've had like an experience of world health. Any comments to share, or anything you've noticed, or
Like
I
like
haven't left
around the world.
Alberta really. So yeah, I haven't really left. I haven't left Canada. So I'm just curious. Like in a more of a literal, what have you seen physically with world health?
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood. I mean, I haven't had too much need for healthcare in traveling.
Sure, that's good. Yeah.
I mean, there are. I mean, obviously, different countries, different cultures have their own traditional methods of healing. Much of it displaced, of course, today. But I mean, I have. Uh, I mean, I have experienced a sort of a healing ceremony actually in Mexico a number of years back, and with what I believe was a village shaman from a Mayan village. So that was pretty amazing. He had this concoction, which there was a ceremony and some dancing, and then we had this drink, and I didn't know what it was, but I figured it was okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You made it
but
through the night, anyways.
I
Yeah.
made it through the night. It was fine. But actually, not that you mentioned, I did recall in when we were in Cuba last November. We were in the city called Trinidad, not the country, but the city of Trinidad in Cuba, and there were a lot of horses around. There were a lot of horses around everywhere,
Hmm.
actually throughout Cuba in different cities, and I am very allergic to horses.
Okay.
Uh, so
Oh,
so
that's
so
really
so even though I didn't ride them, just kind of being in the sort of presence of them, just kind of breathing in the air, triggered my allergies. And I don't normally like to rely on medications, but I had to resort to allergy medication. I brought three different types, and all three did not work, did not do a thing for me.
shoot.
Yeah. So what I ended up doing is, with my very limited internet access, I was able to. I remembered something that my acupuncturist had taught me, that instead of using needles, in a pinch, you can use acupressure. You can activate the points by massaging with your fingertips. So I looked up how to do that for my nasal congestion. So it didn't relieve it completely, but I like, at least I could breathe again.
Wow, that's awesome, Patrick. I love
Yeah,
that. Right on. Cool.
yeah. So
You mentioned
sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. When you mentioned the healing ceremony, that reminded me of a situation last year. Our son had an accident, and word spread around, and there was someone had contacted me. Would you mind if we did a healing ceremony for him? Like, well,
Hmm.
that's beautiful. Thank you. And yeah, no, of course. And I tell you, like, we weren't there. This was elsewhere, but we could feel the energy of just the well wishes, the kindness, the people sending their love. It's just incredible, Patrick. How,
Hmm.
I don't know, you can send love and health and
Yeah.
well wishes anywhere. It's interesting. Yeah, healing ceremonies, nifty things, right? It's I don't know about the tea part, but oh dear, right on.
Yeah.
So you
I mean,
haven't had to encounter hospitals or anything like that in your world travels, you're saying. That's good.
no hospitals. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
Actually,
like sorry, just a little further with your healing ceremony. Have you seen any other situations like that? Like, that's nifty stuff. Just interesting. The different healing ceremonies, I guess, worldwide is really neat, I find.
yeah. I mean, not so much in my trial specifically, but I mean, I meet different people, different practitioners, and they all have different like very powerful modalities. And actually, back to what you mentioned about healing ceremonies and being able to transmit love and healing wishes anywhere around the world. There is actually, I mean, I believe that science is slowly actually catching up to that. We're I mean, we're all familiar with Albert Einstein, his most famous equation, E equals mc squared, right? Which actually, it's the formula that ties matter and energy together, and it shows that we are all in fact made of energy. And 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 I've been studying this, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with quantum physics.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
But we're but
Interesting.
scientists are learning that particles from just vast distances can affect other ones.
Cool.
Yeah, in ways that we never thought possible. So it shows the ability to be able to connect anywhere around the world. I mean, actually anywhere around the universe, for that matter. and it shows that the energy healing that can be done halfway around the world can still affect us
Cool.
because of all that interconnectedness. So
Yeah.
so physicists are starting to find what I guess the ancients knew already, just not quite so scientifically.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people think of things like Reiki and the emotional code, the body code, and all these energy techniques as, you know, things that aren't real, that are made up.
Right.
But there is starting to be some scientific evidence that suggests that
Right.
it is in fact a real thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, and I think you speak to satisfied clients that have had these modality services. They would contest. Yeah. Yeah. It's a real
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome though. Science. It's just, yeah. Cool stuff. I'm glad that we're catching up to where we were in the
Hmm.
past. But, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like I guess as we're kind of winding down
Yeah.
the show now.
Oh,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to ask you if you could wave a magic wand today, what would you change about like how people approach their health or the healthcare system?
ooh. Hmm. What would I change? Probably that more proactive part. I think that's really what's missing is proactive versus reactive. Like I know what makes me feel great for a day, and for some reason I don't necessarily do it every day. Why not? That's
Hmm.
that proactive part. Come on, Ingrid, let's just do your part, right? I think that would make a huge difference if there was more working together and how to be proactive with people's conditions rather than let's just keep you with me and we'll try what I know instead of spread you out to people who might know better. Yeah, I'm just.
Hmm.
How about yourself, Patrick?
Yeah, I mean, if I could wave a magic wand, I mean, I would make, uh, I guess, functional medicine, preventative medicine, as sort of the go-to resource. I definitely believe there is a place for reactive medicine, emergency medicine. I mean,
Mhm.
hospitals. I mean, if I had an acute condition, if I had a severe accident, I mean, I definitely would, uh, want to have those on hand. But in terms of dealing with chronic conditions, I feel that our healthcare system today is poorly equipped to deal with chronic conditions, and that's where having holistic and natural health practitioners like those in the Healing Institute can really benefit.
Absolutely. Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. So that is the big ask, isn't it? Is everybody watching now or later, please share. Visit the Healing Institute. Come check out the practitioners. Have a chat with them. See what they can do or what they know, what they can help you with. Wonderful people there. Help with all kinds of things. Let's heal the world.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for chatting with me today, Patrick. And filling
Yeah,
in for yeah,
it's been a pleasure. It's been fun.
it
Yeah,
has. Yeah.
and hopefully, we have sparked some curiosity out there today. And as Ingrid mentioned, I mean, if there's anyone has had any questions, I mean, come visit the website. Come like book a chat with one of us, and then we're happy to support. And this is we're not here to sell anything. This is a sales free zone. We're just here to educate, and if it's aligned, then one of the practitioners may be able to help you further.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Well, have a great day, rest of your day, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, you as well.
Okay. Thanks. Bye, Patrick. Bye, everybody
Bye.
else.